Great to see you, Sam. For those that don't know, I'm Andy Boothman from DressCode Shirts, and this is Sam Jones, musician, and we're talking all sorts of things today about music and Sam's inspirations. So, Sam, what kind of interests me is how you learnt your kind of musicality and your skills. Is it something you were self-taught, or something that you learned, or is it a kind of a combination of a bit of both?
It is a bit of both. In the beginning, I had two guitar teachers. The first one was a blind fella who he basically taught me instrumental pieces, and I was sort of getting into things like Hendrix a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I moved on to another guitar teacher who had a music shop in a place called Buckley, which is where my sister lives now, actually, in North Wales. And he was like a Marshall dealer. And
Oh, wow.
I even got to meet Jim Marshall, the Mr. Marshall himself, who actually is a photographer, and he took a lot of famous pictures of Hendrix. And he was a drummer as well, and he taught Mitch Mitchell from the Jimi Hendrix Experience how to play. I didn't know that at the time, actually, but so
Wow.
I met him, and I had his autograph. I got a photo with him, actually. So I got to do all this Hendrix stuff, and this teacher actually sort of modeled himself on Hendrix a bit as well. He had the headband and that, Welsh Hendrix.
Nice.
Uh, so
Nice.
that was pretty impressive, and he taught me how to teach myself, really, and he taught me how to, just from watching him, how to work out music. So
Amazing.
you'd listen to a section, and then you would, play around and, tune your guitar to the recording,
Mhm.
and, match the tone
Yeah,
to
that's
try
cool.
to emulate the tone of the recording to get as close as you can to it.
Mhm.
So it's a form of transposition, I suppose.
That's
Um,
amazing.
and then you transcribe it with where you would put it into writing. And he would use this method, which I later used when I taught guitar, which you have the string number, then the fret number. So it's
Okay.
like a visual version of, another version of tab, really,
Okay. Yeah.
tablature. So I
Yeah.
suppose I learned the most important bits from him. But after I didn't really even do a full year of guitar lessons. I just sort of went my own way after that and sort of ran with it. And I used to sort of come up with things, and then later to realize that they were actual techniques,
Nice. Nice.
like a two-string chord, because I thought it sounded better. And then it turned out that was a power chord.
Love that.
Um,
Love the
yeah,
experimentation as well. That's great that you've got your ear so attuned to the sound and what sounds better, and then you're just experimenting to kind of push it to the next level all the time.
yeah,
That's fantastic. The other thing I think we need to kind of make clear, and maybe people won't be aware of, is that you write. You
yeah,
don't perform as well, so you're writing and performing.
yeah.
Which, yeah, that's who or what is your inspiration behind your writing then?
Initially, it would be people like, say, Paul Weller,
Yeah.
especially his solo material, because I always thought that Paul Weller was, even though he's like recognized as like this sort of,
The Mod Father, basically.
yeah, he's still really underrated outside
Yeah.
of the UK, I think, as a songwriter. I mean, he's on another level, really. I've got a lot of respect for people like him,
Yeah.
and there aren't many like that. So I guess his sort of prolific churning the songs out, not spending too much time kind of on perfection, if you like,
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of getting the job done. From then, I'd just say that I'm sort of influenced by myself, really.
Amazing. Amazing.
You've got ideas, and you think, oh, I might do another one like that. So
Yeah.
you'd sort of write songs in twos or threes,
Yeah.
and then you have a break, and then you might sort of, one song inspires another. You might have some leftover bits from
Mm-hmm.
one song that you use on the next. it's a bit like a banking system, really.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
No,
so
I can kind of connect with that. Similar sort of thing with the design work. You tend to find that you
yeah,
have 2 or 3 things that you're working on similar time. Something comes more to the front than others, and some things you fall back onto another time. Yeah.